What's that? The cameras are pretty close today.
Well, we want that up close.
Want that up close. That's good.
How many tackles would you have had if you didn't get mugged out there?
I don't even know. I guess we'd have to ask the Big Ten refs for a favor one time. That'd help me out.
Is that the most you've ever been double teamed?
Yeah, I love the smoke, and it's a great opportunity for my fellow defensive lineman. Kwity Paye really stepped up. Josh Uche, great game as well. And that's the great thing. It's like about our defense is that it's one difference between this year and last year is that we got guys that if how Rashawn unfortunately went down and had a shoulder problem, other people stepped up, and if the attention kind of shifted away from him and maybe a little bit more onto me, somebody else is there to make plays, and ultimately we got the dub.
Chase, how much does having Rashawn opposite you help you? I mean, we hear a lot about the other way. How much does it help you having Rashawn on the other side of the line?
I think the biggest factor, there's tons of ways Rashawn helps myself and the entire defense. Rashawn's just a baller. But I think, I was thinking about this because I get this a lot too. It's tough to mention my name without, but, I'm sure you guys see some of that. And I think the biggest thing about Rashawn is that he's such a presence that even if they're not, maybe paying more attention in terms of blockers on him, that it kind of funnels people towards me. And typically I have my biggest days because you saw in the first half I had 9 tackles or 10 tackles, whatever it was, because, they were running a lot more plays my side. But whenever you're that guy, sometimes they don't necessarily do that, and it makes it a little tougher. I think Western Michigan was kind of an example of that in recent memory, was that they ran a lot of strong side, didn't do a lot of shifts and Y across. So.
Do you feel like you're playing at a different level?
I feel like I'm definitely playing better in some of my best football, but I still feel like I haven't played my best football. I'm setting myself up for that game where it's like, this is Chase Winovich, and I don't think I've played that game yet. I think it's coming.
What does that game look like?
What's the game look like? The way I see it in my head, it's if I had to look at it from a number standpoint, I would look at it and say, multiple sacks, just from a grading out percentage. From a pass rush point of view, I'd say just simply unblockable. That game where it's just like, no matter what they did, no matter how many people they put on me, in my head, that's what I'm chasing. So it's like whenever I come out and I have a good game, and a lot of people tell me, how great it was and stuff. It's just in my head, it could be better. I want to be a shark in a game full of guppies. So I'm working for that.
How long have you been thinking about this game? Did you dream about it? How long has it been on your mind?
For that game?
Yeah.
You're always in pursuit of it, and it's not just one game. It's the thing about having success is sometimes success can hurt you way more than a loss ever could, and so I'm sure that the coaches here do a great job of making sure that we stay humble and we stay working. But I focus on trying to get there and stay at that level, and I think we're ascending with the help of the coaches, including the strength staff and everyone else involved.
How many reps did you have on Saturday?
I think it was like 60 some. It felt like a lot. It was probably the most sore, the past day or two that I've ever been. I don't know, just a battle.
Your reps are always high though. Do you do anything different? Like Madison always says, you go until you can't go. We have so much depth here, you just rotate out.
Right.
Do you do anything different conditioning wise and off program to get yourself? Because it seems like your reps are always much higher than
to go that hard. For me, it's maybe it's just the way I am. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. I just view myself as a workhorse. I think there's a lot of things you could take away from me and critique me. I'm out there working, and I'm out there trying to get after it. My parents are really hard workers, probably harder workers than I am. My grandparents, they were harder workers than me. From my great-grandparents working in the mills and stuff. And, I take inspiration in all that, and so I just say it's not even a choice. It's just who I am. I go out there and maybe I could ask to come off the field, but I had a job, and I intended to do everything in my power to finish that. You know, they would have to break my leg to take me off that field.
Should I know what you're doing with your hands or fingers after?
Oh, my friend Kate, she was in the hospital in Chicago, and my other friend Matt Thompson had reached out to me and kind of, you know, relayed this message that, you know, she was a big Michigan fan. I think he asked me to send her something, and I said, you know, I'm gonna actually be in Chicago for the Big Ten Media Day. I got something better, so I worked it out with her mom, and I was just like, I would love to swing by and take a visit. So I ended up, you know, visiting her and her family in the hospital, and I just sat down with them for probably 20-30 minutes and just hearing her story, and it was amazing. As a fellow Michigan student, just, you know, how much passion she had for the school, and especially our football program, and all the smack talk she did to all the other nurses and stuff. And it was just everything about it just inspired me, and I left with, you know, great appreciation for not only life, but just the mission that, you know, this team was on. And I knew that we were playing at Northwestern, and she probably wasn't going to be able to go, but I knew I wanted to do something to help make it special. And so I threw up the crown, which, you know, her mom helped me with, which is her sorority at Michigan, Zeta. That's their kind of their sign. And for me, it's like it's funny. It means nothing to throw up a you know, something after a sack, but I knew it meant a lot to her, and I wanted to make it special for that.
Did you talk to her after the game?
I did, yeah. I talked to her and her mom.
What did she think?
We were just texting, but I knew it meant a lot to her, and just receiving messages from her friends and everything, just saying how much it had meant to her, and it was cool. It was.
How's she doing? Is she still not?
She took a turn for the worst about a month ago. She took let me rephrase that. She took a bad turn about a month ago, and things weren't looking very good. But thankfully, she's, you know, coming back, and things are actually looking a lot brighter now. And so her trajectory is looking better, and hopefully she just stays on that road.
Her name's Kate?
Her name's Kate, yeah. Kate Palermo, I can give you that information too.
Can you show us the crowd one more time?
#1 defense in the country, but there's still critics. David Long felt compelled to respond to them on Twitter. Did you see that? And how do you react to the criticism like that?
I actually didn't see David Long's specific response, but I mean, haters are going to be out there. It's just what it is. It's the nature of the game. We're under, you know, we're playing, you know, creme de la creme football. You know, in terms of this is big boy football, and with that, you're going to have a lot of expectations, and the expectations for the season are high. So people are going to say what they want, but at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to go out there and play. There's a great Conor McGregor quote about this, but there's some curse words in it, so I'm going to no offense to everybody, but, you know.
What's the gist of it, the quote?
No offense to everybody, like,
Yeah.
But, you know, everyone can go their own ways and say what they want, but we're going to keep doing what we're going to do and try our, you know, we got methods of how we think this thing should go. And we're going to try our best to make sure those methods are followed to the highest order, and this season turns out the best that we possibly can make it, because no one's in here working harder than we are.
The